boys and girls. Today we're going to go over all of the letters that we've been working with so far, and then we're going to do some things with the two letters that we actually learned this week. Okay, so let's start off by singing our alphabet song. Okay, you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? All right, so this week we were working with the letter X, and we know that the letter X makes the X sound, like at the beginning of X-ray, and it also makes the Z sound, like at the beginning of xylophone. Usually, though, the letter X has that X sound at the end, like at the end of fox and box. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to review the letter X. So I sent you this paper here, okay, and we're going to review the letter X, okay, on this page. So what we're going to do, remember when we make the letter X, what we do is we start at the top. Okay, we start at the top and we're going to slant down. And then we go to the top again and slant down. You want to cross right in the middle. And then the lowercase x just starts down here. And you slant down and slant down. Again, you're going to cross in the middle. Okay, so on this page, we're going to be doing a few things with the letter X. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, just put this up here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to trace the letter X on the top of our page. Okay, so let's do this first. Let's start at the top. You're going to slant to the bottom, pick up your crayon, go to the top, and slant down again. Okay, so that's the letter X. Do the lowercase one the same way. Slant down, slant down. Over here, we're going to search for the letter X, and we're going to circle the letters that as we find them. Only the letter X. Okay, now we've done this before, so we're going to do this on this paper as well. Take one of your crayons and let's look across the top row. Okay, what letter is that? Is that the X? Yes, we want to circle this one. Okay, and how about this? Is this the letter X? No, that's the letter I. How about that one? That's an X, so let's circle that one. And what about that? Is that an X? Yes, that's the lowercase x, so let's circle that. Okay, come down to the next row. What is that first letter? That is a C. Should we circle it? No. How about this one? That's the letter X. It's our capital X. Let's circle that. Okay, what about this one? Is that an X? No, that's the letter R. Should we circle it? No. What about this one? There's an X, so let's circle the X. Okay, come down to the next row. What letter do you see? That is an X. So let's circle that one. And next to that, what letter is this one? That's a Q. Should we circle it? No. What about this one? That's an X. Circle your lowercase x. And what about that? Yes, that's a capital X. Let's circle that one also. Okay, let's come down to our last row. Do you remember this first letter? That's a lowercase, capital L. Should we circle it? No. There's a capital X. Circle that one. And there's a lowercase x. And our last letter is what? That's a lowercase m. Should we circle that? No. All right, down here, we're going to be doing our letters again, okay? Remember, like I said, you're starting at the dot. You're going to slant to the bottom, go to the top, and slant again. Okay, so let's take your crayon, start the black dot. Let's trace our X. Slant down, slant down. Okay, let's do the next one. Start the dot, slant to the bottom, slant to the bottom. Okay, now you want to leave your 2-finger space. Start on the top line, slant down, slant down. Make sure you're crossing right in the middle there. Okay, let's make one more. Leave your 2-finger space. Start at the top. You ready? Slant down, slant down. Okay, now obviously it's much easier when you're doing this on a flat table rather than up in the air on a board like I'm doing. The lowercase x, remember, starts in the middle line. Okay, let's start with the black dot again. You ready? Slant to the bottom, pick up your crayon, go to the middle, and slant again. Let's do our lowercase one again. Slant down, slant down. That's the letter X, okay? Leave your 2-finger space, slant down, slant down. Okay, and one more time, leave your 2-finger space, slant down, slant down. All right, now we said that most of the time, the letter X will make the X sound. The only time it makes a different sound is when it's like at the beginning of a xylophone, okay? And it makes that Z sound, that Z. But we're listening for that X sound. So let's listen very carefully, and we're going to color the pictures that have that X sound. Okay, remember what kind of animal this is? Fox. Okay, this is a fox. So let's take a crayon, and we're going to color your fox, because that ends with that X sound. So take a crayon, and we'll color in our fox. All right, let's look at our next picture. This is a ball. Ball. Do you know, does that begin with that X sound, or you hear that sound anywhere? No, we don't. Okay, so we don't want to color that. Do you know what this is? That is an axe. Axe, say that, axe. An axe is something that they would use when they wanted to like chop wood for a fireplace. They'd use an axe. So let's color the axe. Okay. We'll color the axe. And you can make this, you know, whatever color you want to make it is fine. Okay, so that's an axe. And how about this? You know what that is? Remember the picture of your bones? That's an X-ray. X-ray. So X-ray begins with the letter X. So let's color in this picture here. Okay, and color your little boy. Okay. And this is our X-ray. All right, let's come down here. This is a cup. Cup. Do you hear that X sound? No. How about this one? You know what that is? That is a box. Box. Do you hear that X sound at the end of box? Yes, so let's color in the box. Here we hear that X sound. And our last picture is the sun. Do you hear that X sound? No. Okay, so what letter is this? This is the letter X, and the X makes that X sound most of the time, like in fox, and axe, and box, and at the beginning of X-ray. All right, now the other letter that we've been working with this week is this letter. Okay, remember what letter that is? That's the letter Y. All right, our capital and lowercase y. The Y makes the Y sound like in yo-yo. And remember what kind of animal this is? That's a yak. And here's our yo-yo, and we have yarn. And what color is this? Yellow. And we know that yawn begins with the letter Y, and yard. Okay, all those things begin with the letter Y. So we're going to be working with this paper here. Okay, first I'm going to show you again how we make the letter Y. Okay, to make the letter Y, remember what we do first is we slant, pick up our crayon, we slant again, stop right there so it looks like the capital V, and then you're going to pull straight down for the capital Y. For the lowercase y, we start it like the lowercase v, okay? You start in the middle, you're going to slant down, pick up your crayon, slant down again, but keep going past, okay? So it looks like the V with a little tail there. So that's our lowercase y. The letter Y, like I said, makes the Y sound. So on this paper, we're going to do like we did on the letter X. First, we're going to trace our capital Y. starting at the black dot, we're going to slant to the middle, pick up your crayon, slant to the middle, pick up your crayon, and then pull straight down. Okay, there's our capital Y. Our lowercase y, we slant to the middle, pick up our crayon, go to the top, and slant way down. That's our lowercase y. All right, so now on this part here, we're going to be looking for the letter Y, and we're going to only circle the letter Y. All right, so let's do it together. Let's look across the top row. All right, is that the letter Y? Now that's a J. What about this one? Yes, that's a Y. So let's circle the Y. That's our capital Y. And what about that one? Is that a Y? No, that's the lowercase b. We don't want that one. And this one is a Y. Good. Let's circle our lowercase y. You can use any color you want. Doesn't matter what color you're using. The next row, we have what letter? That's our capital Y. Let's circle that one. And what is this letter? That's our capital P. Should we circle that? No. How about this one? Yes, that's our capital Y. Let's circle that one. And do you remember that last letter? That's an M. Should we circle the M? No, because we're looking for what letter? We're looking for a Y. All right, come down to the next row. Put your finger on the first letter. What is that? Good, that's a lowercase y. Let's circle it. Okay, and next to that we have what letter? That's a lowercase r. Should we circle that? No. How about this one? That's a lowercase y. Circle that one. And what is this here? That's our capital Y. Let's circle that one also. All right, let's come down to our next row. The first letter, that's a capital Y. Let's circle that one. And what is this one? That's a lowercase y. Let's circle it. And you know what letter this one is? That's a Z. That's a letter we're going to work with next week. And what is this letter? That's a lowercase y. Let's circle it. All right, let's see how many we found. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what is the letter we're working with? The letter Y. All right, let's do our tracing now. Okay, you're going to start at the dot. Remember, we're going to slant to the dot, the middle line. Pick up your crayon. Go to the top. Slant to the middle line again. And now pull straight to the bottom. That's our capital Y. Let's do another one. Starting at the dot. Always start at the top and on the left. Slant to the middle. Pick up your crayon. Slant to the middle. And now pull straight down. Okay, remember your 2-finger space. Start at the top. Slant to the middle line. Go to the top. Slant to the middle line. Pull straight to the bottom. That's our capital Y. One more time. 2-finger space. Slant to the middle line. Pick up your crayon. Slant to the middle line. Pick up your crayon. Go all the way to the bottom. All right, that's our capital Y. The lowercase y, remember, starts in this broken line in the middle. We're going to start at the dot, the black dot there. Slant to the bottom. Pick up your crayon. Go back to the top and slant all the way down. Remember, for the lowercase y, you want to go past that bottom. Start in the middle line again at the black dot. Slant to the bottom line. Pick up your crayon. Go back up and slant past the bottom. Leave your 2-finger space. Okay, come underneath the spoon here. And we're going to slant down to the bottom. Pick up your crayon and slant past the bottom this time. And one more. Okay, leave your 2-finger space. Bring it down underneath the capital one. And we're going to start in the middle there. Slant to the bottom. Pick up your crayon. Go back and slant past the bottom. There's our letter Y. All right, now remember, the letter Y makes the Y sound. So I want you to listen for that Y sound. And we're going to color the pictures that begin with that sound. Y, Y for the letter Y. All right, let's look at this. This is a J, J, jet. Or you could call it a plane. Okay, either one. Do you hear that Y sound? No. So should we color that? No. What is this? Do you remember what that is? That's the stuff I said that they could use to knit or crochet a sweater or a scarf or something. That's yarn. 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 Can you hear that Y sound? Yes. So I'm going to take my yellow crayon and I'm going to color my yarn yellow. Because yarn and yellow begin with the letter Y. All right? All right, let's see here. How about that? You know what that one is? That's an igloo. Remember an igloo? Igloo. Do you hear that yes sound? No. Igloo begins with the letter I. It's made of like ice and snow blocks. All right, here's that big shaggy animal, like Yippee. Remember what kind of animal he was called? A yak. Okay, a yak. Yak begins with the letter Y. So let's color our yak. You can color your yak in. Remember, yaks are very large, shaggy animals. There's our yak. And do you remember what this is? Watermelon. Watermelon. Do you hear that yes sound? No, that begins with a W. And what is this girl doing when she's tired? Yawn. Yawn. Can you hear that yes sound? Yes, so let's color in the girl because she is yawning. Okay, yawn begins with the letter Y. All right, so those are the letters that we're working with so far. Okay, and next week we're going to actually be starting our last letter, which is our letter Z. We'll work with a lot of stuff with that next week. So right now we've done a lot of letters, and we've worked with the letters X and Y this week. X and Y. All right, so I'll see you in a little bit, and we'll do some more work, okay?